Hello and welcome to another episode of Graco Garage. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to install your InvisiPac automatic feed system. Let's open it up and see what's inside. So first, we've got 3/8 inch air supply line. This is going to feed air from the InvisiPac to the feed system to blow that glue into the funnel. Next, we've got our wheels. We can attach this to the bottom of the feed bin to make it just a little bit easier to move around. Next, we've got our clear flexible feed hose. This is going to carry the glue from the feed bin into the funnel. We've got our installation manual, as well as some hose clamps and zip ties to keep that air supply line and the feed hose nice and tight and neat. Finally, in the bottom of the feed bin is our star feeder assembly. Those arms on that star feeder are going to vibrate against the walls of the bin to break up any clumps and ensure proper, reliable feeding. Spin it around to the back side, and we can see our air supply inlet and our glue feed outlet. First, we're going to plug in our air line, making sure that's nice and secure. Next, we're going to slip the small hose fitting over the feed hose and attach that to the feed bin. Finally, use one of those zip ties to zip tie those two hoses together. Ideal hose routing is going to be as direct as possible. We don't want any dips or low spots in that feed hose. So in this case, we're going to keep our feed bin right here. We're going to route that hose nice and directly up to our funnel where the glue is going to come in. But coming from the factory, that funnel inlet's going to be on the back of the unit. We can take these 3 screws around the top of the funnel out, remove those screws, and then we can spin the center portion until it's nice and in line with our incoming feed hose. Now, reinstall those screws, tighten them down so they're just snug, and then we can start trimming our feed hose to length. So our feed hose is going to sit here. It's going to sit into the funnel just a little bit, so we're going to trim it about right there. We're going to put that over the funnel inlet, and then we're going to take our hose and insert it into the funnel inlet, and then tighten the hose clamp down around the outside, just snug enough to hold that hose securely in place. All right, now that we've got our feed hose all connected, we need to connect our feeder air supply. So that's going to be out of this port right here in the back of the InvisiPac unit. So first we're going to take that dust plug out, then we're going to bring our feed air supply line over and get it in place, and we want it to be about right there. So I'm going to give myself just a little extra. I'm going to take my knife, I'm going to cut that line, and then plug it into place. Perfect. All right guys, excellent work today. We've got the feed bin installed for reliable fill operation. We've got it ideally placed. We've got no dips in the hose. So this unit is ready to power up and start production. So as always, I'll see you next time on another episode of Graco Garage.